Hey, you cutie patooties, guess who is back? It's your favorite guy from 90 Day Fiance. And no, I'm not talking about the fat bull that is Big Ed. It's the other fat bull who you couldn't tell was a fat bull until you looked down from his face. His name is Colt, and he was on 90 Day Fiance, and I did 3 videos about him because he had 3 different girls in every situation. This dude progressively messed it up.
I'm pretty much my worst enemy.
Every time I watched him, I was like progressively like more interested in his life, and something happened and then he just wasn't on 90 Day Fiance. I am so elated to tell you, this dude has returned. Has he somehow learned? No. Is he better? No. Has anything changed? Fuck no. He's like a nerdy dude with like a weird attitude, and his body type is like... I will actually give $100 to anyone who can tell me what his body type is in the comments. Promise you I will. Funniest comment wins. Anyway, he's on the show called 90 Day Hunt for Love. It came out this year. I've been waiting to do this series because I wanted to wait till all the episodes came out. It has finally come out. It took me a long time to edit and cut down this whole series, but we're focusing on Colt and his hunt for love, and also the tell-all after. So there's a lot to cover. This will be a deep dive, and it's technically like part 4 after so many years. So I'm so excited to show you where Colt has been. Anyway, if you haven't, by the way, please consider subscribing and follow me on my Instagram at sixteenleo. Other than that, let's take a look at the prodigal son, the penis man himself, Colt.
Right now, I feel completely out of my element. Pretty girls, the cleavage. This is not usually how I spend a Friday night.
He normally spends a Friday night with his mother.
Mommy's boy.
Do you guys remember this guy? He used to live in Las Vegas, right? And he had his mom, Debbie, and she would be imposing on his life. And then he'd somehow get like a girl from Brazil or like Spain or something, and you're like, how? And then he would proceed to absolutely mess it up in every single way possible. This dude is like, he's not a gentleman. He cheats. Weirdly enough, there's nothing good about him, but like I can't look away from this dude because he's one of those train wrecks that you have to watch. And the fact that nothing has changed now is stupendous. I'm surprised he didn't bring his mom on the show.
I guess I've been called nerdy. I feel like I'm a poor man's nerd, you know, maybe more of a geek. I don't really know.
A fat man's thin or something, right? That's how he'd be. He's not fat to fat people, but he's a fat man's thin, a poor man's nerd. I guess a rich man's poor. That's Colt.
Having the record I do with women, I definitely don't have a winning streak. In the last 5 years, I feel like my heart's definitely gone through the meat grinder.
What they do to start this series off is they start recapping it. And if you're wondering what is 90 Day The Hunt for Love, it's a show that is one of the stupidest shows I've ever seen. It's kind of like 90 Day The Last Resort, but at least they had the common sense in that show to not have a host or have challenges or anything. It's inconsequential. Please don't even give any attention to the guy, because I feel like if you say his name 3 times in the dark, he comes and tries to make a game show out of your life. Anyway, this is Colt's story. Do you guys remember how he didn't have a beard once?
Marissa!
Why is there flowers?
No flowers, honey. I'm sorry.
Makes me very proud.
So this is him in like season 1. This is the first season we saw Colt. He's got the dad bod without the kids, and he's punching above his weight here. This girl might be too good for him. Well, not above his weight, but he's up there, and he didn't bring her flowers.
He should bring flowers.
But anyway, they get married. 2 minutes later, they're divorced.
Husband and wife.
Take the ring and...
So he meets a shorter girl who has an even more fiery temper, and he decides, I might cheat on you.
You lie!
What are you talking about?
Vanessa talk, you still friends, you talk every day!
So that went really well. Then he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna use the ring from the first marriage on the 3rd girl, and then he just found her, and then he married her. That's where I thought everything was left off. I thought, okay, Colt is finally happy. He marries her. He doesn't even say, will you marry me? He says it like in only a Colt way. He's like,
Vanessa, wanna get married?
he said it like how you go to McDonald's on a Friday night.
I like want a cheeseburger.
That's how he said. He's like, want to get married? It's something to do.
Just expected things to change. This is not what I signed up for.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were divorcing when you left the house.
Apparently that didn't work out, and now they're divorced too. So Colt is, I think he's 1 shy of Ross from Friends, but he's getting there.
Right now, I'm definitely not in the best place in my life. Recently divorced, kind of in between jobs, in between homes.
He's 39, jobless and homeless, and he's on 90-day whatever the fuck name this show is. Bro, he should be on 90-day get a job. The fuck is this about? Bro, how are you on a show trying to find love when you don't have a house? You can't even say the words come back to my place because it's anywhere. Dude.
This is definitely a low point in my life, but I'm gonna give this my all and have a good time.
So that's where Colt's been, basically. He's gotten another divorce. He's down bad, and then they invite him back on the show because they know 90 Day Fiance, when you're at your best, they're like, we don't want you here. When you're at your worst, they're like, please enter the situation. I'd like to know more about that homelessness, sir. So Colt is back, and they're exploiting him, which I don't necessarily like, but at the same time, he's doing it. He could have said no and then went back to trying to get a job, but instead he's here drinking in Mexico. Well, anyway, let's meet the hosts. It's some guy and another girl.
My name is Nick, and this is Tanya.
Hi. That's how unenthusiastic people are. I didn't even change the reaction. They're like, welcome to the show. Everyone's like, hey. Hi. Is it too late to quit, guys? No? All right.
We will be your personal dating coaches.
The three of us have put together a series of mixers, dates, and events for this retreat.
Honestly, if I had a toothpick, I'd stab that guy. What do you mean? You've put together a series of mixers and events. They're staying in the same place. A mixer would just be putting alcohol in a cup at this point, dude. Don't take credit for people just existing in a place. I'm sorry, that was such a tangent. I hate that guy.
Are you mad at me?
No.
My bad. This is a long video. All we need to know here is that he's trying to find his connection in this place, because instead of like real human beings, them going out into the real world, their choices are other people from 90 Day. It's like a weird school where you could only date within that little school, or kind of your friend group. And Colt is kind of the odd dude out because he's a bit overweight and everyone else there looks, so it's very hard for him to compete, but he's here. And like he said fuck it. So he's gonna try.
Like you didn't know me.
No, I know you. In Istanbul, we had some, like good dinner. We come to my hotel.
At the same time he's trying, there's other people from 90 Day Fiance. There's a guy called Usman. I thought his name was Us Man for the longest time. I just call him Us Man. It makes way more sense that that's not true. And he's here, and he's looking for love too. And in fact, he's looking for love with this girl called Courtney. I don't even know where she's from. Probably from 80 Day Fiance. I don't know.
And then we were so drunk. And it was amazing. I appreciated every minute. Courtney is pretty, she's beautiful.
All right, so a US man likes Courtney, and they had Dina and stuff like that, so sounds like a lock. Sounds like he's already got this, except she pretending like she doesn't know him and she wants to go and find love. She probably just had one night. One night isn't love, that's lust. One lifetime is love.
Physically, Usman is attractive. Like, he's muscular, he's flirty, he's fun to be around. Like,
just the opposite of Colt. And he's black.
I love your room. So you can sit here. Don't be shy.
Every time I see a scene and I see Colt there, I'm like, wow.
Wow.
What a human specimen. He walks in with his like hands behind his back like he's either being arrested or a dad, and he's neither of those two things. And whenever he sits, he's like this awkward dude. It's like you initially feel like, oh, I want him to succeed because he's like a dorky, geeky dude. And then every word that comes out of his mouth is like absolute trash, and you're like, ugh, do I want him to succeed? This is trash hole.
So Colt, you like me? I noticed you were talking with her.
There's one thing I don't like.
Why?
He's a vegan.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very intimate thing, cooking for each other.
Looks like he likes a good meal.
For me, that's it.
Well, for me, it is. I like that.
I forget that guy's name. I call him Gay Hedgehog. I don't think that's his name. If it is, then... But apparently he's not gay or a hedgehog. But I'm not really sure about either of those things.
So we can't find matching things to eat.
She might like to 7 times a day like you, Colt.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
But anyway, the Gay Hedgehog says Colt likes to have sex 7 times a day, to which I'm like, why do you know that? But also, if you guys have to make me imagine Colt having sex, everyone deserves to go to jail. Because I don't really want to even imagine this. But 7 times a day that's really good, Colt. Thanks for that information. Now I know that about you.
7 times a day, I would say.
Well, on a good day.
7 rounds with who? Himself and his computer.
Wow, Courtney does not seem to like Colt at all. I feel like it would hurt if you did that 7 times a day by yourself. Also, you gotta get like a hobby, because jacking off cannot be a hobby.
You seem like if you have sex 7 times a day, because that's like good exercise, he would be in better shape.
Not necessarily a hedgehog, because, and this is true, lots of guys are lazy. You have to put in effort. I don't know why this is coming to my head, but I feel like if this dude is having sex 7 times a day, it's more the woman doing bench presses off. You know what I mean? Like she has to get him off her. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I have a very healthy sex drive, and from what I understand, it's better than Tim's. Better than Tim by a country mile.
All right, this is what I mean. Like you're trying to be like, man, I like Colt, and then the first thing that comes out of his mouth is
Tim's sex drive is way less than mine.
Tim is the hedgehog, by the way. Nah, I remember his name. That's a crazy thing to say. Like he wasn't even saying it in a bad way. He was just teasing Colt. But Colt is like, he's got that asshole vibe about him where no matter what you say, he's gonna try and fight you over it. I don't know. Maybe he took that as a not good thing, but 7 times a day is really good, dude. That's so glad that I know this information and I can use it.
Welcome.
Anyway, it's the welcome mixer. So let's see what happens.
To the first mixer of our singles.
This dude doesn't even look happy. What is this guy? There are some people I just don't like. I miss Sean. She's my favorite. This is not Sean. I don't know what this is, but I don't like it.
Treat. You guys excited?
Yeah. Nobody's excited about your stupid mixer. Everyone was mixing and then this dude's like,
ready for the mixer?
People are like, we are. You, man.
Well, get back to it then.
That cannot be your input in life, dude. You do nothing. Oh, God.
It is very humid here. You know, I come from Vegas, so I'm used to the heat, but the humidity is a whole other beast.
He says that it's hot in Mexico. Then he turns around and he says,
I mean, look at me. I'm sweating my balls off.
All right, let's break that down. That's your back. If your balls were there, then I don't want to see what is on your balls. Secondly, I can see your back. I don't need to know further information about where you're sweating, son.
I would love to see a show of him.
But anyway, at this mixer or something, they decide they're going to have a flirting session. So essentially people sit down in a line and they start like flirting for a few minutes and we work on what you guys did right, what you guys did wrong. I guess 39-year-olds need to learn how to flirt one day. 39-year-olds that are divorced twice need to learn how to flirt. Seems like a good use of everybody's time and free will, right guys?
And who thinks that they might. Usually my go-to opener is like, hey, buy me a drink.
What?
That's flirting.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Yeah.
Stupid.
What's your name?
My name is Usman, but they call me Soldier Boy.
Oh, this is Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, tell him. He looks different these days. Oh well.
Preach about love, beautiful women.
You want to sing one for me?
I love you, I love you, I love you.
I remember when Soldier Boy released this. We danced to that at the club.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Very good song, Soldier Boy. Where'd you get the lyrics from?
You love me?
I love you, my baby. I love you, I love you, I love you.
I should have put a cringe warning, shouldn't I? What the fuck, man? Hearing people sing well is like one of the most beautiful things. Like you turn your head and you're like, wow, that is special. Hearing someone sing badly, you turn your head and you're like,
I love you, I love you, I love you.
yeah. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. I love you, I love you, I love you. Ugh.
This song sucks. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, great. I don't think anyone would be impressed by his lyrics, let me tell you.
Wow, that's very well spoken, Colt. I'm glad Colt's on the hate train from something everyone understands. He's like,
oh, those lyrics, not my favorite.
That's very astute observation, Colt. If he didn't say it, I'm sure nobody would have. Thanks, buddy.
I had to listen to the guy I like sing that he loves another girl.
Singing is a word you're just throwing out there. So anyway, Courtney is like,
yeah, man, Soldier Boy was singing that Love You song. Now he's probably gonna get tons of pussy.
which, I mean, honestly, if you release that on Spotify, I'm pretty sure it would break Spotify. Or yeah, they just delete it. But now it's Colt's turn and he has to start flirting. And this dude does not know how to do things like a human being. He's kind of like an alien that just has come down to society and is trying. So instead of sitting down and starting to flirt and actually having a conversation, he starts interrogating her like he's Sherlock Holmes. Just watch this.
I mean, some would say I have game.
No.
I think I have at least some game, maybe half of a game of something. I don't know.
Why do I suffer? He's gonna turn into Big Ed is my real personal problem. That is the thing that I don't want to happen, and I am looking into the future, and it's like, if he turns into Big Ed, then we'll have another one of these, and that's over. Because Big Ed must be like 60 now. He must look like an actual cartoon bomb where you just draw it and you put the wick there. I think he's like a full circle. Colt is getting there, and he's getting up there in age, so this is not good. Anyway, instead of flirting like a normal human, like maybe someone's like, I like your piercings, he starts peering into her face like she's a painting and something.
Hi.
Oh, look at the way he's looking at her, man. He's leaning over. He's like, what are you? What is that? What animal is that? Is this a llama? What is that? Shark? This is two different animals I just know. It's completely different.
I do have some magnetism here. Oh yeah, bro.
Well, what is this? How do you look at someone like this? Imagine coming into a bar and seeing this, like, wow. How much oxygen do you breathe with those big ass fucking fat nostrils? Oh my God. Can I buy that? I'd like to put some of those in my car.
Very interesting piercings and all that.
Why do you think they're interesting?
I guess I'm just not really familiar with that. I don't have any piercings myself.
You don't have any piercings? Did you ever want to get piercings?
I did.
Does this sound like flirting? Or it sounds like an aggressive conversation between two people. You like piercings? Yeah. I've never got any. Do you want to? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Why don't you sit down? I'm already sitting, dumbass. What is going on?
So you into that type of stuff? I see your tattoo as well.
You into that type of stuff? You into putting holes in your body? Cause I got a gun. Nah, I'm not. I'm just playing. Rewind. Cause I got a tattoo gun. I can tattoo my heart right across your name, bitch.
Into what type of stuff?
Oh, like piercings and stuff. You know, like
she's got so many piercings. You can't ask. This is like McDonald's employee asking if you're into food as you eat the food. The fuck is this conversation? This is the wrong time to be asking this, sir.
a nose or like a nipple or something.
Not the first thing you ask someone before their name. Are your nipples pierced? Hey, I'm Colt. What's your name? An awkward silence fills the air as Colt realizes he has done a Colt.
Is your body like a canvas?
Hey, chill out. How do you ask those questions, dude?
I don't even want to look. Don't ever say that to nobody.
Okay.
Just don't talk about my body. That's a lot. Yeah, hold on. Wait.
Peering into her soul and then asking if she has nipple piercings is like, that's getting straight to the point, I gotta say. Like, at least Colt knows who will like him or not. Because if he goes to a bar, he's gonna come with one side of his face red. Or maybe a number.
Call me.
I think it's the first one though.
Don't talk about my body. That's a lot. Yeah, hold on. Wait.
The thing is, Colt doesn't understand flirting, and it's very weird that he's had 2 wives and like girlfriends and constantly sees other girls, tries to cheat. The game must come from somewhere. It must come from his inability to do things, but his ability to be nice at the right time. There's got to be something that is working for this dude, because 39, he has not felt the need to change his body. I'm not saying that you should if you're like bigger size, just by the way. What I'm saying is that there's a constant need for like this validation. He does always say he wants to work out. At the end of the day, he's among these people and he says that he feels uncomfortable, but he's not really ever willing to change that. So it always feels like this dude is just being himself and coasting until something comes along for him. And that's literally what we're seeing. He's like, I'm between jobs, between wives, between this. He's just doing himself. He's done this since his early 30s. He's in his late 30s now.
So why are you here today? What brings you here?
Oh, well,
Money, pussy, free flights. What about you?
the weather's beautiful, you know, by the beach. I love coming here. You're on other person's schedule.
All right, go back to the piercing nipple thing. This is actually worse. You might as well ask people if their nipples are pierced, dude. At least that's more. I met this guy, this weird Michelin man. He's asking way too personal things about my body, but I do remember him. This is way worse. Him being like, I like the weather in Mexico. I'm alone, so travel. That's literally, he messed up those words. I don't even think this is a good way to talk. Just get him saying the weird shit again.
Or like a nipple or something.
He doesn't stutter once. He's like, nipples? You got some? Show. He's like, that's just normal for him to say.
Well, the weather's beautiful, you know, by the beach. I love coming here. You're on other person's schedule.
See, you can't. You ask him normal question. He's like, how do I turn this into dirty answer? That's the problem. You guys gotta let him play to his strengths. If you just let him say anything, he's gonna be like, my balls are sweating. Your nipples are probably pierced. Let's see if we can get those two closer to each other. I'm Colt. That's good. I like it. People might not like it, but someone's gonna be like, you're a straight shooter. I like you.
I feel like my start was a little rushed, right? I got a little nervous. I'm in front of a pretty girl, you know, obviously.
So then they stop him and they're like, here, what do you think went wrong? He explains himself, and then I think he just ran out of steam. She was like, you got it. And then he was like, oh, yeah, let me just say exactly what you're saying back to you. You got it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm going now. I'm leaving now. This is the same dude now.
He and I have some kind of connection.
You don't have a connection. There's no internet connection. This was a terrible thing that happened. It was a tragedy and probably one of the worst things to happen in Mexico.
Is there someone you would have rather?
Oh, yeah. I actually kind of like Courtney. She's very sweet.
Wow, that's not really a good cut to her face since she's looking like she's caught off guard there by the fact that he even likes her. But he seems to have his eye on Courtney, which is now going to pose a problem because US man, or Uzman as I like to call him, has his eye on Courtney as well. So we might be getting a love triangle. I feel like Colt has been in this position before. Ooh, that's going to be crazy.
She's actually a pretty interesting woman. I was kind of hoping I'd get to flirt with her a little bit.
I am not surprised at all.
Ladies and gents, hi.
I'm gonna make sure that you never get to your destination ever again. Who's that's his name? What's his name? Nick. Fucking dick. He just appears and he's like, hi, how you doing? I've been waiting in the shadows. I watch you when you sleep. My name's Nick. Ugh. This guy. Nick Lachey is my guy. Whoever this guy is, I don't like.
Oh, no, you have nothing to worry about.
Anyway, he says nothing, just by the way. I just want to let you know how useless he is. There was no reason for him to appear, so he disappeared, and the night went on. What a great host that is. It's nighttime, everyone's at another mixer, which they could have done themselves, and they are doing, and Colt then shows up, and he decides to get in between Usman and Courtney.
It's definitely nice to have a buffer when you're communicating with somebody, time delay, texting. You can think about it, you know, have a tea, come back to it, you know.
Okay, Shakespeare. Chill out. He's got away with words, doesn't he? I prefer texting women online. That way I can run ChatGPT and find the best way to flirt with her. It's the most optimized way to get her bra off as soon as possible. I just type into ChatGPT, hello, I'm a pervert. How do you get this lady's top off in the fastest possible? Really? Do you have nipple piercings? That's what it said. That's what it said. Show me. Proof. Proof for it doesn't exist. Colt seems like that type of person.
But, you know, in this real-time scenario here,
he's failing the QuickTime events because he's so busy in his La La Land texting bitches being like, here's an angle that makes my face look normal. And then they see the rest of his body. They're like, oh, catfished again by Colt. I don't know, man. I guess it's nice to talk to people in real life. It is obviously a skill to talk to someone on the phone, but dude, please, you're 39. You got to practice the real life talking to people, their situations, the hello, how are you doing? I care about you. I'm vested in your interests. You can't just go out and ask things that when you feel horny online, you can just, because that's what he did. He did a horny answer. He looked at someone, he's like, you got earring piercings. I wonder where else you got piercings. That's not a thing that like you can just say as a normal person in everyday life. Maybe on the internet you can be like, but I don't know about that, Cole.
Rob, that you got into something, because I really thought it would have been Chantel and Usman. Because he said if you were a guy, he would have hit you.
Damn. So in between this, Usman starts fighting with other people. He's, for whatever reason, does not like Chantel. I think she called him a scammer, and he took very unkindly to that. So he said if she was a man, he would beat her, which is chivalrous? Okay. Kind of a weird thing to say. And then Colt is like, okay, cool. I'm gonna start shit. So everyone's like, all right, why are you getting in anyone's business? The truth is, Colt just wanted a reason to mess up Usman's situation so he could have a chance with Courtney. This dude is an evil motherfucker. He's like, nah, gonna play fair or anything. At this point, I feel like Colt he's like 2 divorces, no job, no home. I got nothing to lose. Anytime you give me any info, I'm gonna go for it. So he's just shit starting at this point.
Calling him a scammer.
Yeah, calling him a scammer and all that.
Colt's like looking at her. She's like, he called you a scammer and he asked if your nipples were pierced. Hey man, those are his words, not mine. But if you have any proof, show. Okay.
I bet.
She's ready to choke out.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with you.
I would not want to mess with you in a jiu-jitsu outfit where your nipples could be pierced or not. I mean, let's not imagine that right now. Let's not imagine it later either, unless you want to. But anyway, Usman has called you a man.
I understand where Usman's coming from, being offended or hurt by what someone's saying.
That's a generational quote. I understand Usman's been hurt because of what people are saying. He understands what he's like got a base level understanding of what pain is. That's very good. Thank you, Colt, yet again. I like some of the things he says, man. He's like, he says the normal things that everyone are thinking. Imagine someone's feelings are hurt. He's like, I understand that his feelings are hurt because I have also gotten my feelings hurt. I relate to that. He's hungry. That's why he's eating. Therefore, I have also been in that position every day, 24 hours a day. McDonald's has been cleaned out by me. All right.
I'm hoping Courtney realizes that because I don't want that flower to blossom. I'm trying to throw as much interference in there as I can.
All right, Shakespeare. Yet again, what a beautiful phrase. I don't want that fucking flower to blossom is I remember when Shakespeare said that. Then he asked how my nipples were. That's very good, man. That's really great, Colt. He's throwing interference. He's like, cool, any play I can get onto Courtney, I'm gonna do that. I don't really know her, but I know that she's gonna have a better chance with me if he's not around. If you gave Colt a flamethrower, this place would be burnt to the ground. That's all I'm saying.
What's up?
You guys are not fighting.
Do you want to fight me?
No. Hey, man. So, what a night.
So Colt then employs his plan. Chantel goes over and she asks if he wants to fight. Of course, Usman's like, no, I'm not doing this. And now he looks like a better person because he wasn't engaged in the fight. He wasn't there. It's the perfect plan. Colt is actually an evil mastermind. And he does have time to do it since he has no job or home. So good on him.
Maybe you should dial it down a little.
Colt is being so weird. He's so annoying.
Yeah. Usman seems to know already Colt is up to something. He doesn't know what Colt is up to, but he's like, I know you're doing something, dude. He's already on Colt's ass about it, being like, why did you do that? And I think Usman's not the biggest fan of Colt, as we all aren't. Anyway, the day has happened. Mexico is raining the next day and everybody is busy with their partners or just exploring their connections. Except for one person, and that boy is Colt. He is doing research. And would you believe it? He's becoming a better man.
Conversation is an art in which very few excel. So few know when to proceed and when to...
Imagine going on a show called like 90-Day Hunt for Love and they film you and they're like, what you up to today, Colt? And he's like, I'm reading this book from the 1800s. It looks like, the way that he's reading, by the way, looks like he's about to enchant a magical spell. Nobody who has ever read holds a book that far away unless something comes out of it after you say like abracadabra. This is the only person I've ever seen holding a book like he's holding a jackal or something. Like, this is not how you're supposed to hold books, dude.
Right now, I'm reading my book on etiquette called Etiquette of Today.
It was for yesterday. Look at that book. That is a old book. That looks like William Shakespeare needed that shit because he was too busy asking about people's nipples and they were like, you can't do that.
Looks like it was published 1806 and 18...
Holy shit, I was right. That's unintentionally hilarious. Etiquette of Today, and it was 200 years ago. That's like reading a book like Germany Today, and it was written in like 1945. Just like seeing these pictures, you're like, wow, it looks like a pretty interesting place.
1896 something. For the 1900s at least. I don't know. There's some things in here, like tip your hat when you meet a lady, you know.
Yep. All right, Fedora man. Milady, please, milady, give me that pussy.
Oh, that makes sense, you know.
Honestly, this is like the white knighting situation. Like in their heads, like if I open the door, you open your legs. Like it's not some magical key. Just be charming, or if you can't, be honest, or be funny, or be a good guy. Do whatever it is that you can do to the best of your ability and try and be a decent human being in between. I think you'll be okay. Anything in between. Reading books on some technique on how to pick a lady up. Do you think maybe doing this once in a while to a lady is gonna get her to spread her legs? I don't think so, sir. I don't think doing this is gonna get a lady to be like, oh my god, have my babies. That's how she'd sound, by the way.
Oh.
So it's the next day and one of the dating people is concerned because they're like, let me just be real with you. She's basically concerned that he looks like a fatty boom boom, and because he does, she's genuinely concerned that he's not going to get the best experience or people are not going to pick him. So she's having a one-on-one with him, trying to discover like what his next move is and help him. I don't know if it's sweet or just genuinely trashy. That I feel sorry for him because like it's not his fault. This is his body type who, you know, just he's on the show, man. I don't know, I try and make fun of him, like I roast him lightly, but this seems sad.
This fellow.
Is that you?
That is me.
It looks like Jesus. If Jesus lived in Vegas.
I know that for Colt, it might be a little bit intimidating to men and women who are more stereotypically attractive.
See, she's saying this in like a media trained way. I'm not a media trained person, or I don't give a shit, more so. So this is what she's really saying. Like, I noticed yesterday, Colt was talking a lot about this woman's nipples. I also noticed his boobs were bigger than mine. So it made me think, is this dude gonna get any pussy? That's kind of what she was thinking. Now we're here and we're sitting on the couch and she's like, tell me your plan to get some ass because it might be wrong.
How do you feel when you look at that guy?
Well, he was going through a divorce or
Dude, it's a nice pillow, okay? It's a nice pillow. It's scaring me. You can't show this to the kids. I would say if you want to take a little selfie, frame it, maybe put it on a wall, perhaps, so people can look at it from a distance away. They don't have to like put their ass cheeks on it, because this, realistically, Colt, is the only time a woman will ever sit on your face is if you make a pillow of yourself, sir. I mean, here we are. You could have chosen a better picture. I know he took that picture. It doesn't look like someone else took it. It's a selfie that he put on a pillow, and now he holds it and shows people that he used to look like a Jesus cosplay. So we got that.
Marriage or some point in his life that he didn't want to be a part of.
I love that you have that with you.
I don't love that he has that with him. Because it's not a good picture, firstly. It's about a bad time in his life. And it's a pillow.
Flirting 101 was a disaster, even by my standards. It was definitely humiliating.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he can't say the word humiliating, and then whenever he says it, my brain spazzes out because he says like a variation of lots of things that I can't even... I think he says humiliating, and I don't know who taught him that word, but his pillow is kind of humiliating.
Engaging in a conversation is something I'm having trouble with.
By the way, I agree with Colt. The initial introduction of something, I have trouble with that. If I saw a girl at gym and I found her attractive and I wanted to introduce myself, I wouldn't, because I would feel really self-conscious, firstly, of how I look, and secondly, I don't want to approach someone, especially if they go to gym or something like that, and it's like, I'm coming into your space. Maybe that's not a good example. If I was at the bar as well, I don't know. I just feel very nervous. I'm not a good first move person, so I understand how Colt feels. I feel like a lot of guys feel like that. Maybe if you look a certain way, you don't, but me and Colt look exactly the same, except I think his titties is bigger than mine. I wear a B cup.
Even now, you're holding my eye contact, like you're really paying attention.
Yeah, don't give him ammo, because then he's gonna stop being like, I'll be holding your thighs later. Right now I'm holding those eyes, bitch. But I don't feel like you should give him ammo, is all I'm saying.
Well, we all got some skills, I guess.
You have more skills than you realize. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Who is of interest potentially to you?
Okay, the way that you're looking at him, and I feel like he's looking at you, he might say you, so you might want to divert that eye contact. Think of him like the sun, or your son. Don't look at him.
All right, who's that?
Courtney. She's super smart. I wasn't like intimidated or like thought I had to be impressive.
So there's your secret sauce.
It's not funny. It's not fun. What the fuck? Why are you laughing like Ronald McDonald's? There's your secret sauce. It's not funny, dude. It's telling you something that actually matters. Listen. Oh, God, a stand-up comedy show to him.
A lot of pressure to perform is when you really perform your best.
All right, well, if she's a dating coach, then I'm a PhD dating coach, because I could tell you that. Be yourself. That is your superpower. You will get rejected. Here's another superpower. Understand that not everybody wants you, but it actually thins out the herd, because if everybody wants you, you can't tell who has your best interest in mind and who has their best interest in mind. That's a huge line and a complete different. That's the difference between I have a happy marriage or I have a absolute disastrous marriage. But hey, I'm not sitting in the chair. I should be though. If I talk to Colt, I'd be like, hey buddy, you should get your nipples pierced. Instead of them asking, you asking girls, are your nipples pierced? Now you can tell them about yours and they could be like, let me see. And now you got it right there. You take off your shirt, they're like, wow, I've never seen a body more doughy. It's a conversation starter. It might be a conversation ender, but to the right girl, she'll like that.
You.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good after talking with Tanya. She reassured me that I may not have the traditional chiseled look.
She reassured you that you may not have chiseled look? Do you not know how to say word, motherfucker? It's chiseled. Chiseled? Is it the Vegas? Like he goes to Vegas, he slurps too much scissor. Something's happening. He's like, oh man, this is humiliating. Oh, man, I used to have a chiseled body, but now I'm fat. This is words just not coming out right.
Or the 6-packs or 8-packs or whatever, but I have my own set of skills and I'm like an onion.
Quoting Shrek and Taken in the same sentence.
Pull back the skin and there's multiple layers.
It's like, I have a very particular set of skills. I'm just like an onion. You just combine those two movies right there. Okay, Shrek. All right, buddy. He is like an onion. You got to pull back a lot of layers until it becomes thin.
Than me. And anything's better than just staying home in my room.
Jacking off.
Microwave.
Wait, what did he say?
I'm like an onion. You pull back the skin and there's multiple layers within me. And anything's better than just staying home in my room watching TV with a microwave.
The way that he said it, I imagine he was like with a microwave, like he's like sitting down, there's a microwave next to him. He's like, hey baby, I'd like to put something in you. What the fuck is this about, man?
Let's go, party time.
Can I get a double vodka soda?
Anyway, that day they go out to another party because Love is Blind is all about partying. This is not Love is Blind. This is 90 Day Fiance. It's the same thing to me. My brain has got like brain rot from watching the same idiots talk about the same thing day in, day out. Either way, they're going to another one of their parties. And now you get to see Colt dance. It's like Elaine on Seinfeld.
I did not expect him to be like that. I thought he was gonna be an asshole.
There it is. Now, I don't know if there was music or there was no music, but he's dancing by the tables where people eat. There's so many questions. It's like if someone has elevator music and you just bust it down to that. I don't know what he's listening to, but he's going hard in the paint. He looks like a boxer warming up.
I think Cole got the wrong memo. Like, he wore a sweater to a Mexican disco. He's sweating profusely.
Are we sure he didn't take ecstasy? Because people who take ecstasy do that. They start like busting it down when there's no music and they sweat a lot. He also looked like Mr. Krabs. He's very sweaty dude, man. I'm sure, I feel like he took ecstasy. I feel like he took something and he was like, I have to dance. This must happen. Salsa!
Before he even gets a chance to speak to some ladies.
Colt. What?
What?
I gotta tell you.
What?
Yeah, no, he took something. The way that he said what every time, he 100% took like ecstasy or something. He jumped when there was no stairs. I bet you he thought in his head he dunked the ball too. Like in his head, what happened was he dunked on Michael Jordan, but what really happened was he jumped 2 centimeters high.
Put it down. It's not attracting the girls.
Oh, okay.
Look, you gotta, here, let's just, let's do this.
So Chantel, being a really cool person, is like, look man, ecstasy boy, let me show you how to do this. And then she actually dances with him, teaches him a little 4-step, and he's got no rhythm. But just like, this is a lot of like black people do this for white people. It's one of the greatest gifts they can do. Offer them rhythm. I don't know what happened to white people and rhythm. It's like watching a clock tick sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
Stuff.
1, 2, 3, boom. More than a miracle to get one of these ladies to fall for him here.
That's why he was just dressed like Jesus the last time. He's like, it's gonna take a miracle, so I'm gonna look like the fucking godson here. Ladies, come at me.
There you go. Hey, can you dip me?
Try it.
Oh my God, whoa.
So then Chantel actually like she starts getting into it with Colt and she's like, can you dip me? And then he does attempted murder, I guess. Not really sure how else to describe what happened there. He's like, I'm gonna try and make sure that you never come up from that dip. So that, I guess, attempted murder for Colt.
Oh, Rocky.
Yeah, alright. So some other dude, some jackass douchebag does a handstand. Colt is just watching there clapping his hands. Colt could probably do the same thing. The only reason he doesn't is because the earth will over and we'd get to the core if he did it. So he's just protecting all of us, dickhead.
How you doing, May? I didn't see you yesterday.
So after dancing and then being shown up by a guy who could do a handstand, Colt goes to the girl he actually likes. Well, one of them, the first one, May, and he decides to shoot his shot.
You are watching a master at work.
Let's look at how this master can do it.
Yeah, I was at the
other thing.
Yeah.
You are watching a master.
Oh my god. I forgot that he was sweating like ecstasy, man. You're playing on extra hard mode for no reason, dude. Like, you're already Colt. It's not easy. But then you sweaty Colt. That's the DLC nobody wants to unlock, dude.
I've never asked a woman out on a date before in person, so I feel like I'm an alien trying to observe human behavior, and I just don't know how to fit.
That's kind of like just how I feel about Colt in general. He seems like an alien life form, and they were like,
you need to collect data on humans.
And that's what he's doing. But to hear that he's 39 years old and has not asked a girl out in person is, I think that's genuinely impressive at this point. But I guess maybe because of social media, you could do it over there. Still, I feel like every once in a while you should ask or just put your foot out, be like, hey, do you want to go out with me? If they say no, it's a humbling experience, but it's also something you can learn from, right?
Do you have any dates planned, I guess, what I'm asking?
No.
Would you be interested in going on a date with me?
You guys see that? That's a new way to ask out. Would you be interested in going on a date with me? Would you? I like that. I like the fact that he like really hard, like that's a theatrical ask. Does it work? I don't know. Guess we'll see. But he could have done that like a normal human. But again, we're talking about Colt here. He had to do it in his own way.
Dating, not sure about.
Okay.
I'm just. Colt is a very sweet guy. I just don't want to waste my time.
That was mean for unnecessary reason. Don't give me reasons to feel sorry for this man. He's not exactly the most exceptional man, but the way that she said it was just, she's gonna say he's not my type, but I know exactly what she means. I'm gonna hear it now.
He's not my type.
There it
I
is.
usually date men that are very goal-oriented, healthy, fit.
She basically said this guy has no goals. He's just sitting around at home jacking off. He's also fat because she said that she wants to date healthy, fit men, not fatties like Colt. Damn, dude. Like, that might be true, but like, it's so, hearing that still.
I can play video games with him.
And then like, as a consolation, she said, I'll play video games with you. Girl, I feel like that's so mean. Like, to be like,
You're a nerd. I can only do nerdy things with you. Not anything dirty.
damn. Actually, I'm feeling bad for Colt.
I saw Colt get rejected by May, and I feel kind of bad for him because, you know, he's sweet, he's funny, he's kind of cute.
She thinks Colt is cute, and it looks like there might be some mutual interest there because remember, Colt said, if not May, then Courtney. And as we all know, the key to becoming someone's wife is making sure that you're their second option, because once the first one breaks their heart, you can swoop them up.
Babe, you are my everything. I am thinking that maybe I should just shoot my shot. So I'm taking her back to her room to make my intentions clear.
It turns out Courtney is already on her, well, I guess, I don't know if it's a date, but Usman comes in and swoops her up and is like,
Hey, since nobody else is taking you home, I'm gonna take you home.
except not to his home. He just goes to her house. Well, they're in a villa, so it doesn't matter, but you could just say, come back to my place. But anyway, he does it. Then, and I'm not joking with you, proceeds is the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Give me a hug.
Please don't ask for a hug. Don't be give me the hug kind of guy. Usman is being that give me the hug kind of guy right now.
So if I sleep here till tomorrow morning, no problem?
Yeah, you're welcome. What side of the bed do you sleep on? This side?
Anywhere, wherever you want.
Okay, so he doesn't get his hug, and then he's like, would you mind if I sleep here? He's basically trying to, like, have sex with her without her even knowing somehow. He's sneaky linking her, and she doesn't even understand what the hell's happening. That's a new technique I haven't ever seen work, actually, so that's interesting.
Usman never made a move in Istanbul. I would like him to, but I don't know if it's happening tonight.
Not even hug. Are you sure you want me to pass the night here?
Yeah, okay, so Usman's sleeping there, and then he's sleeping in his clothes, which is, again, kind of weird. I don't even really know what's going on here, and then he's, like, still complaining about the hug, and then he even gets up and he's like, do you want me to really even stay here? Is this really love?
Love requires hugs and sex.
No,
I don't
you
know.
go
It
home to
depends.
go change. I feel like,
I want everything natural.
oh my lord.
It's fine. I will see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so well, that scene ends with Usman saying that he wants it to be natural, which I'm assuming means he wants it to naturally evolve into sex. I don't really know what he's asking. Maybe he saw her ass and he's like,
That's not natural. I'd rather have like a natural.
I forgot what I was saying, but the worst part happens after this.
Yeah.
Some producer, some poor person has to see Colt naked. And you know the producer doesn't want to see it because they actually censor him before he even takes his shirt off, which means the person doing the editing put on something called a blur before they even saw the parts because they were like, there's no amount of therapy that can fix this. It is hilarious. And that's how the night ends. Colt gets rejected, he gets naked, everyone dies. Usman also gets rejected, but that's more because he seems to not understand how to have game. I don't know too much about him, but apparently he dates old people and might be doing it for a green card. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, the next day these two meet and they talk about Courtney.
See you going close to Courtney a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
We kind of hit it off. Like, I think she's really a cool girl. I actually like her.
I'm distracted by his titties. Free hanging knockers, jugs. Those things are mesmerizing. You should get a bra, Colt.
I think we could date.
Bro, you know that's my girl, right?
She didn't say that. You guys have a promise ring?
Anyway, there are some problems because Usman and Colt realize they're both going for the same woman, and as soon as Usman gets word of this, he's like, that's my girl. He's like possessive. And I gotta be honest, like I'm siding with Colt on this one. Like, she didn't say that she was taken. It's free game. Colt can throw out his riz into the pot and see what happens. And I feel like Usman might be a little threatened.
I liked her.
Yeah.
Like I would do anything in order to win her heart. You know what I mean?
And I don't think you should compare with me because you lose.
Dude, step up, man. You can't lose to that.
It's a slap for me to compare with Colt because no any sensible, smart lady will look at me and look at Colt and pick him over.
He has a point, though. Doesn't he? He has a point. Guys, anybody, like even Stevie Wonder could see who's like physically they're like, oh, okay, Usman. I don't know about that. But hey, if it's gonna be a competition, these are two of the weirdos. So awkward versus awkward, they compete with each other, and I don't know who's gonna win.
Wise, smart wise, hardworking wise, whatever. I mean, she should be with somebody who is so much better, not you.
Oh wow, okay, wow. Usually in these ones, the American person will be like, he's a bitch, he's an asshole, and then they cut to the actual thing, and then you just see them agreeing with the other person or being like kind of nice, even though they backstab them when they're having the interviews by themselves. Usman is not like that. He's like, I'm gonna say exactly what I said there, here. He literally did some damage there. Someone who's much better than you, but he's not mincing words.
Smart wise, hardworking wise, whatever. I mean, she should be with somebody who is so much better, not you. At least no lady will pick you over me.
One of the more crazy fights I've seen on the show. I don't even know what to say. Like, imagine if someone's like, I don't think I'm better than you. I'm just more man than you are. And then you see him sitting there with his leg up, like, bro, like he's sitting like this, like just waiting, looking at you, talking about the girl that he wants to smash in front of you. He's sitting like a Greek god, but you'd run out of paint if you tried to paint him.
You think you're better than me?
I didn't think I'm better than you, but I think I'm more man.
More man?
Yeah.
I think I'm sitting down. Holy
God damn, that's a threat and a half, isn't it? Thank God I'm sitting down. Because if I was standing up and I fell on you, the funeral would be that day. God, what does that even mean?
You know what a man really thinks about another man? Nothing. If you have to tell me you're man or you're more of a man, you're nothing.
There's two people sitting at a beach looking at each other beautifully. I thought this was going to be one of those hug it out days. I thought Usman was going to be like, give me my hug. Where my hug? Turned into, do you know what a man thinks about another man? Nothing. I'm not going to lie. I saw hella one-liner there by Colt. He comes out with them every now and again. He has some decent lines.
All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yep. Which one would you prefer? To have kids or to not have kids?
So these two fight, they go on about their day, and it's now like, I'm assuming the evening time. That guy that I hate comes out and then he makes them do challenges, and this time they're doing a nice challenge that everyone calls would you or won't you. This is just like to get to know everyone on the island, because communication is not a thing in this man's mind. You have to write things on a board, and that's how you figure things out. I hate him. Anyway, I think he's asking about kids. Let's check it out.
Would you pick someone that values money or values love?
You know,
Okay.
So, okay, they asked this very philosophical question. Would you pick money or love?
Can you tell us a little bit about that, Courtney?
I'd say my mom's advice for me, she's like, you're a very loving and kind person. You could fall in love with anybody.
And then she answers it like indirectly, stupidly by saying she can fall in love with anyone, so she'll pick money.
Go for a man that's like rich or successful.
Okay.
Because the number one cause for divorce is like financial issues, so.
But then she gives a pretty poignant answer. Most divorces actually end because of financial ruin, which I think is true. That's kind of scary, and I don't deny that fact. So if people want to date for money, who are we to stop that? On a show like TLC 90 Day Fiance, I'm very, very skeptical of anyone who says love, to be honest. So Usman also says money, but Colt says love, because he has so much love that he's been divorced a couple times.
Interesting.
What if money goes away? Like just in general.
Like you lose it, like what Colt is actually asking is, what if I'm broke? Is that cool? Because people who have money don't often lose it, and when they do, oh man, it is seldom that they don't lose the people along with it, because the lifestyle comes with the money. But dude, you're just asking, what if I don't have money? Would you still bang me? That's the real thing. The answer is maybe. It depends who looks like who's good, who's a good person. But it's nice to have money and be bangable. Right?
But what if love goes away?
Love won't go away.
It does.
Colt, have you not seen Nicole Kidman broke up with Keith Urban? As soon as we heard that, I fell into Hugh Jackman's arms and I cried for 3 days straight, because love fades. Choose the money that doesn't fade. You can gain interest over time. Usually if you get married, someone loses interest. Cool.
I feel like love is something that's internal. Money is just something that's temporary.
But that thing has been answered already. How many relationships break up because of the money is not there any longer?
Obviously, if you need money to have the basis of a relationship, if you're only in it for the money, we're old enough to know that's stupid. Colt is right. But it's feasible to have money. You can't pay bills. You can't just live on the street. Well, Colt does, but
I think Colt, he lives in his car. He has no money. So +1 for Courtney and Usman.
That's a hard +1, sir. I'm very impressed that he guessed that Colt lives in his car because I'm almost certain Colt did not say that to him. So him being able to just look at Colt and be like, you look like someone who's homeless and have no job is such arrogance, but it's also so true that it's so impressive. Wow. Good work, Usman.
Chantal and Colt.
Oh.
You can also join in.
Nope. All right, nope. Look, it's another challenge day, and I don't know what the challenge is, but Colt is running and he's being happy, and oh man, that running cycle is crazy.
Kind of nice to be wet for a change.
He runs like a fairy. You know that meme? He was a fairy.
She was a fairy.
That's how he runs.
Colt throw away all the water, which I expected. A lady with good sense cannot have romantic feelings for Colt.
This is some of the harshest and funniest criticism I've ever seen in my life. When he was on the other 90-day fiancés, where was Usman calling him out, being like, Colt, you are stupid. What is wrong with you? You are blowing it for yourself. Like, where was this guy? Colt needs this guy as his conscience, his good thought. It's just Usman being like, that is stupid. Stop. Colt would have probably actually had a job still.
Gonna kiss someone in your team.
Okay, I got this.
Alright, so this is the only part that I found hilarious about the series. They made people kiss on the show. They're like, you gotta pick one of these people to kiss, and I guess the better kiss wins. How do you judge? I don't know. Anyway, instead of Rob or someone else going, Colt moves people aside and he's like, I got this. And he goes to Jen, who's objectively the hot girl, and he's ready to kiss her. And then the most awkward thing on television I've ever seen happen since Big Ed Get Naked.
Colt steps up and says, I got this. And oh no.
Chantel's got some big knockers, but I'm sorry, Chantel. I was looking at Colt's. There, you got some names on him. This is like torpedoes in that bitch.
I would assume that I'm a better kisser than Colt, but hey, who am I to say?
There's only one way to find out, Rob. Kiss him yourself. Do it right now.
Do you want to kiss me? Yeah.
You want to do it? You two do it?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh. One of the hardest curves I've ever seen. That shit curved. Woo! That's bad for Colt. I've seen some things happen in my time, but that is... Woo! I feel sorry for Colt there.
So how do we do the winner?
Anyway, I don't want to show this because it'll get demonetized, but they like make out with each other for a very long time, and it's very gratuitous, and we see all of that, and it's like softcore, basically. The guys love it. Is this good TV? No, but then again, I saw Colt shirtless, so I've seen some worse things. But they win, the two girls kissing, because that always wins. We can all agree on that.
Are there any losers here?
Just you, buddy. Just you. Oh, okay. It seems like my eyes are not burnt yet, so I watch Colt twerk. That's good. I want to see him in Magic City, stripping away. He puts the other girls to shame. They have fake titties. He has real double Ds. Thanks, Colt. Appreciate your service to humanity.
Am I in if I sit here? I kind of like you, to be honest with you. I'd love to spend more time with you. A lot.
I think like our conversations. Oh Lord.
Courtney and Colt sit down after he dances, which is the best thing Courtney's done for me. And they talk, and Colt actually, instead of looking like a sweaty mess, for whatever reason, seems like Courtney is someone who's really vested. She has an interest in Colt. So it seems like Colt doesn't have to perform or be anything that he's not, and he is actually a pretty normal guy, and he says he's kind of interested in her. And then a bug ruins that. Bugs always ruin everything, huh?
I assumed Colt probably liked me, but this is my first time hearing it, so I'm like, oh, okay, now what do I do? Fall for it.
And then Colt says, let's go back to my place. And then the way that he holds her is, I don't know how to explain it. It's like kind of when you hold like an old granny or something, like you're just like, come on, granny, let's just move along, granny. Like if you're holding your girl, right? I've always done like this, like with my hand around their waist. I've never been like, move, just get out the way, be my meat shield. It's never been that. But Colt's like pushing her along like she's some sort of like sheep or something.
Courtney is just a sweet person. She's
all right. Then we get some sort of Sims level lap dance thing here. Looks like he's holding her against his wool or something like that. I don't know.
Funny. You know, Tip is my friend.
And they danced all night. They did not do anything else, as far as I know. But that was bad enough, really. So that's how the night ended. But Usman saw them going home. and he's not happy about it. It's now the next morning, and Colt is lifting weights.
I don't want any, you like her? No, I'm not check in.
I really like her.
I don't want her to get hurt. She's been hurt a lot.
I know.
I usually don't go to the gym when I'm on vacation, hotels, or otherwise.
Yeah, I knew that. Colt working out. Yeah, as he said, he doesn't go to gym usually, but now I have to watch him go to gym, and it's a sight to see. I don't know if I like what I'm seeing, and I don't know if I want to see it again, but here he is, gym lifting.
Hello, Jen. Oh, hello.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Buenos tardes.
Buenos tardo. Buenos you tard. What the hell, man? Why? This dude, everything he says is weird. I know it's not even good Spanish, but like him like being normal for like more than 10 minutes is being normal for a day is like something I've never seen. Just anytime you put the camera on him, it's gold. Whether he's powerlifting weights, talking about how he hates this, or he's speaking Spanish and it sounds like a borderline hate crime. Like this man is just so funny. It hurts almost.
Coaches have planned a social media critique for us today.
But I'm the one getting slandered that I went and slept with him when it was you.
So for whatever reason, Colt decided that he wanted all the smoke today. I don't really know why. At first he was talking to some other guy talking about how he doesn't like anybody to mess with Jen because that's his friend. Jen is the one he tried to kiss the other day. That's what friends do. They just smooch up on each other. Seems about right for Colt. And today, it's still the same day, they're having a social media thing. They check each other's profiles, and then because Colt wants to smoke, he starts a fight with Rob over someone else, and he's just like white knighting everyone. Like you would think that Colt has any relationship with them, like he had a relationship, but he's just a guy who's just trying to fight with other people.
I think a lot of people were just coming up with first I was leave her like
Elise's a good woman. She's not anybody, dude. Chill out.
Kind of just out of nowhere, right? I didn't even know. I'd try and explain like this girl's name's Elise, and some people think she slept with this guy Rob, but she says she didn't. And then Colt is like angry at him because maybe he slept with her. He says the words, "I want to know who you're really fucking," which sounds pretty weird to just come out of someone's mouth who doesn't have anything to do with a relationship.
Why
He never gave me his
from her pool? What's that about?
Didn't need that, Colt. Hey. Yesterday I heard one. I heard that. What's that? Huh? What's that? Huh? I heard you making like noises. What's that? You drowning? What's that about, bro? Huh?
I think you're coming up with bull.
I think you're full of bull. You won't admit that you're in the pool.
Prove it to me.
I don't want the fact.
No, wait. Can we take a second to say the fact that he said, "I think you're fucking," I don't know, I think he said Jen in the pool, and the other dude said, "Prove it to me." How does that work? Prove to me I'm having sex with her. You put her right there. Put her on my balls right now. Prove it. Let's see if we're a perfect fit. Like, how do you even respond to that, dude?
Let us change the fact that she threw herself to him.
Why are you Jen?
You have no interaction with anybody here?
Wow. Emotional damage. He went from trying to kiss her yesterday to her saying that you have no interactions with anyone here. Disgusting. I don't even know how to, like, the show is just too wild. The fact that the hosts don't say anything, they just let this happen. The fact that the contestants seem like old dickheads. It's just like one of these trashy shows. At least on 90 Day Fiance, I could like figure out what the crux of it is. It's like Colt actually trying to find love. In a series like this, it just feels like it's just, you're putting people, it's like a chemical formula. You're putting things that react badly with each other all in one room and just waiting for stuff to happen. It's really not as cool as seeing on 90 Day Fiance, like, do they actually make it? That was genuinely the interest all of us had, wondering like, is it even possible? Now we're like, oh my god, what is Colt up to again? And this is all the series is. I'm morbidly curious, but he's morbidly obese, so it makes sense.
You and Usman get into like a argument?
He yelled at my ass and stormed off.
About what?
Did he say fat ass? Did he say he yelled at my fat ass and stormed off? Or what did he say? That's crazy.
Well, he thought I was entrenching on her because he kept saying, "The only woman I love here is Courtney."
But then he went on a date.
Is he German? Is Usman German? Wow. Sound like he's German according to my boy Colt over here. That's a hell of an accent, my friend. Don't do that again. All right.
But then he went on a date with her. I know.
I think he might be asking her on a date now.
I think he's gonna get rejected. Let's watch.
I think that he's...
You got rejected by May the other day. Dude, it's so hard to be like Colt. That's my guy. Because every time something bad happens to him, you're like, oh, man, I felt bad for you, dude. And then like 10 seconds later, he says the like same shit that someone else would say to him. And then you're like, now you're making this person feel bad? It just happened to you. You're not supposed to like hate on people for asking someone out. You can't make fun of that if the same shit happened to you, dude. Bro, it's so hard to feel sorry for this dude. I swear to God.
I mean, you got rejected by May, so if
I respect you for that, but we all have different flavors in life.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. This guy actually made a good point. He got rejected by me. How does everybody know everything that goes on in Colt's life? I guess it's because of the cameras, huh? Do they all know that he's homeless and broke? I feel like they do. That's probably going to put a dent in a lot of his relationships.
Hey, Jade, who are you going on a date with?
you want to go on a date?
Why would you do this to yourself? This is the equivalent of looking at LeBron sitting on like a basketball court and you're like, hey LeBron, you can't even dunk. I bet you I could beat you on one-on-one, and then he passes you the ball. Like, you literally just got rejected by this person, and now I don't even know who this Jay is, but I seen him for half a second and I know he probably got more chance of a girl than you, and you had to be like, you can't even get a date. Who do you go on dates with? And literally it backfires in his fucking face when he asks May out, the girl that Colt wanted to go out with, and she's like, yes. Even though she sees him as a friend, she's like, even as a friend, yes, I'm tapping that. Friendly tap. We all do it. I love it. Let's go.
But I feel like if you can choose somebody like him as your
Do you
partner,
think he's a bad person?
I'm not like trying to downgrade him.
Trust me, everyone's downgrading this dude. He just literally got shown up by someone who he played with fire with. It's not like he was just sitting there. The dude was minding his own business and Colt was like, I didn't see you get any dates lately. And then it just blew up in his face like a firecracker. Oh my god, Colt. Do you know what the worst part about Colt is? It doesn't ever bite him in the ass.
How your ass feel, Mr. Jones? Get out of my house.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, someone else comes up and picks up the scraps and is like, yeah, Colt's free, I'll date him. Like, every relationship after it ends, you're like, oh, he's gonna learn his lesson, and someone else is like, no, he's not, and it just keeps happening. This dude is 39, still doing the same shit. He's still kind of a mean person for no reason, even though he's also a nerd, and we want to like him. We can't. Okay, Usman, what do you have to say?
Just seeing Usman and Courtney leave together holding hands really makes me feel like I waited too long to ask Courtney out on a date.
Well, this is what happens when you have one of those days. Literally, what happened on this day in Colt's life was he fought with one guy over two other women. One of the girls said he has no interest here and no friends and nobody wants to talk to him. He shit on Usman. Then for whatever reason, he shit on some random guy who barely said anything this whole series, and then he saw his girl leave with Usman. That all happened in the space of one day for Colt. This is one of the biggest L's. This is a capital L if ever I've seen one.
All I can think about is her and Usman ending up together, and it's just killing me on the inside.
I didn't need to see this, producer. I don't need to see Colt pick up his shirt, you know? Like, we can cut this part out. I don't think anybody in history has been like, do you know what I want to know, guys? I want to know what happens after Colt goes back to his room and he feels really hot. I want to know. I just want to see what happens. Thanks for showing me Colt in a crop top. I thank you for that. They fucking did him so dirty, by the way. I didn't edit this. They did him so dirty, putting in the sound effects and making him unable to open the shirt. It's like, unlike any regular human, he's struggling. These are one of those, he needs a zip up crop top or a zip up singlet or something, because it's a workout for this boy. I'm not making the joke. They literally put that in there. So I don't know who's to blame, but thanks. It's a new morning and things are going somehow worse than yesterday for Colt. He's moaning, but not because he's getting sucked off, it's because he's actually wrecked his leg. Somehow him just standing up was a bit too hard and he slid down and possibly broke his fucking leg. This dude is a non-stop injury machine and meme factory. I don't think it's funny, but at the same time it's hilarious because he was just standing. This man's biggest adversary on the show is water. He slips in it. Not the wheeling him out like he's dead. Why is his hands like that, man? What the hell is this? He's like the Undertaker. What, is he gonna rise from the dead and then beat Kane in a series? What is this about? Dude, and they needed like 8 people to carry him. This is unfortunately funny. It's like, I don't want to laugh, but the way that they're presenting this is like more funny than it needs to be. I bet you the paramedics, like 2 of them came there, they saw him, there was like, we're gonna need some backup, please. All right, see ya.
Colt got hurt and he's been taken on an ambulance.
Colt?
Yeah.
What did he do to himself?
That girl is hilarious. She didn't even say what happened to him. She was like, Colt? What did he do to himself to injure? Like, she asked the absolute perfect question. And the truth is, that's exactly, like, it wasn't some injury. Nobody ran into him. He didn't like fall. I mean, nobody tackled him or he jumped onto something, etc., etc. He literally slid to his death. It was raining and he slid and he fucked up his leg. Damn.
I don't know because I didn't see the fall, but I come out and he's like laying on the thing and he couldn't move. And then it's like I feel like I got like.
Oh man, so Courtney's crying. She feels like she did it, but really what it sounds like is precipitation was the real culprit here, because precipitation allowed him to fall. But also, if I was the lawyer on TLC 90 Day Fiance, I'd be shitting myself, because if he just gets another lawyer, he's like, well, I fell on the job and broke my leg and they didn't make it safe for me. I can sue the villa or the show or something, because like, you know, if I can have this kind of injury just from walking and I'm American, I'm gonna sue them. But maybe Colt likes being homeless, I don't know. But now he's finally got a home at the hospital. Sorry about that.
When I opened the door and saw him laying on the ramp.
I had to take a selfie of myself. As soon as I opened the door, I said, this is gonna be a caption. I'm just gonna hold my phone and I'm gonna take a picture of myself and be like, at the hospital, y'all, prayers up. It's really cool that I like that. Let's get a shot of her crying instead of Colt in the hospital dying. That's prioritization right there.
To get hot here, I understand that he broke his leg, but does it warrant for you to cry and to even follow him to the hospital? I don't know what's going on.
I love this guy. He's like, I know you broke your stupid leg, your idiot leg, but doesn't that mean that, you know, you can just have time to recover by yourself? Does anybody need to cry over a broken leg? Why cry over spoiled milk? Colt is a spoiled milk in a person form. Why cry over that? Usman is just like, he's all down to business. And Colt might have done the most ingenious move just by being fat. He injured himself and he's now playing the injury card. This is a rare card. When you get hurt, maybe a girl has feelings for you, they can develop if you're like in need. Now she can take care of you and she can really feel whether she wants to be with you. It's a whole different ball game we're playing. This might not have happened if Colt didn't slip on that rain. Shout out to precipitation, guys.
Oh, this girl, I don't know what's going on with the two of them even.
So we're at the hospital with Colt right now. We've just been hearing him in the back screaming.
That's him taking a shit, isn't it?
Hello. I know you're pooping. It smells good.
She's like, oh, we're hearing Colt. He's like, they think it's his leg and stuff. Oh god. How do people do that when do they put the pan out? Damn, it's gotta be tough being a nurse. Shout out nurses.
The hospital's saying like he fractured his leg and has to have surgery, so we're waiting for him. They're saying like he's in a lot of pain right now.
What is that shot, guys? What is that shot? Who went in there with a camera and was like filming him like he's a part of the movie Interstellar or something? This dude looks like he's about to go into outer space. Why is he sitting up? He's not even sitting back. This is such a weird position that I'm seeing.
So we're concerned about him. It's making me realize maybe I have stronger feelings for him than I thought.
Wow, they're doing it right there, huh? They're gonna do this. They're gonna put this into the plot line. This is like The Bold and the Beautiful. I like it. Colt breaks his leg because I really care about him. My feelings have unlocked. Ever since he has one less leg, I've had one more feelings for him. Okay, Courtney, thanks. I like that. She didn't even wait to be like, after he recovered, I'm feeling good. She was like, I really do have feelings for him. Now that he's sick, I know that I want him. Oh, wow. What a crazy twist.
Wife, the way you were trying to take care of him.
No, we've been telling the hospital I'm his wife so I could go in the rooms with him.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Family only, right? You gotta be a wife. You can't just be girlfriend. Can't be like, because they'll be like, what's your relation? And then you'll be like, it's complicated. And they're like, well, how complicated? And you're like, well, really, I like him and I think he likes me, but there's this other guy, Usman, but really I think is going towards where I like Colt. I feel like me and him could really be something someday. And they're like, well, once you guys are a thing, then you can visit him in hospital, because hospitals do that. They need to know your relationship status. So if it's complicated, it's going to be a complicated way to get in to see that partner. Anyway, she's conflicted between Usman and Broken Leg Boy.
Yeah, do you think he'll come back?
I don't know if he could come back. When he fell, his leg was already fragile, and then they said like it's worse than they thought.
It's not even just worse than they thought. I think when his leg was standing up, it was pretty bad. But apparently he injured that leg already. So this is like the second injury. This dude, I don't know, man. Once they develop like some strong brace technology, he might as well put that shit on his legs. This feels like he needs those Forrest Gump legs. You know when Forrest Gump was a kid and they put those like mechanical braces on that? That's what Colt, I feel like he need that.
So happy you're here.
Oh my god, we got it.
Anyway, time goes by and the guys over there are doing their thing, but I will catch up with Colt in hospital, who's about to have surgery. And guess who's in the hospital with him? Nope, it's not Usman, his lovely man friend. It's actually Courtney. And it turns out she really does like this boy.
I want to give him as much support as I can before he goes into the OR.
Make sure you're not filming your. Oh my god.
I'm stressed out.
It's not even, it will never be even 10 minutes off me just having peace and quiet. Because it can't be. Because Colt will show his dick to someone. Because that's what he does. And it's just, he just flashes it. He's like the Flash right there. He was like, look, I'm going into surgery. They're gonna put some morphine on me. I'm gonna show you my penis, I think. I'm not gonna remember this. Maybe you won't either. Flashing the penis. Come on, man. Those poor doctors, that poor Courtney. Just hanging out there.
At the same time, Usman is back at the resort waiting to go on a date with me.
So he goes into operation and his balls are out. So that happened. I don't know why they don't let you wear underwear. Can someone tell me why? Leave it in the comments. Please, like, just mock this, like, whatever point we're up to the video. Be like, Suvi, they wear underwear, then they shit themselves, and the doctors don't want skid marks on their patients. Like, so say something. I don't know what the actual issue is, but if I was a doctor, I don't think I would want to operate and then be like, oh, sir, your penis is in the way. Or like, ma'am, your vagina just keeps slopping around there. I like some underwear if I was a doctor, but this is why I'm not a doctor. I don't know if I could deal with the unintentional vagina. Anyway, right, Courtney's back and she's on a date with Usman, and Usman uses his time not to woo her, but to ask her about Colt.
Are you attracted to Colt?
I think he's attractive.
Got it. Okay. I don't even like you. I love you.
Damn. This man took like the hardest emotional damage. He said, got it at the end. He said, are you attracted to Colt? She said, yeah. And he's like, I understand. Wow. Like it hurt him because she must be attracted to him too. And he's like, in his head, he's like, me? Colt. Me? Colt. Imagine like the person you hate the most, whoever it is. And like someone's like, it's either you or them. And like, you find that attractive? And me? That's crazy, dude. That's how he must have felt.
I do.
So then Usman does the Hail Mary and he doesn't say he likes her. He says, I love you. Don't know where that shit came from, but I guess it's a Hail Mary. He's like, look, Colt is winning this race. I have two options, break my leg or just say I love you. And he goes with the I love you because it's less painful. And she has a lot to think about. But in between thinking about it, Colt is now recovering and she's at the place with Colt.
I think maybe a wheelchair so I can start moving around. Hot as F. Well, you're hot as F here.
Alright. Okay, Rizzler. Save some Riz for the rest of us. It's hot as F there. It's hot as F here for you. You're like hot as F. Hot as frick. I wanna frick you. I wanna frick you, Courtney.
In the hospital every day since my injury. I'm quite honored. Without Courtney, I don't know where I'd be right now. I think about her.
You'd probably be standing and healthy and have two working legs if to be honest with you, if you didn't go back to Courtney's place and slip like you were fucking Buster Keaton or something. But hey, like this is how you're gonna get that girl. Then who am I to judge? Because if it takes a broken leg to mend a broken heart, maybe it does, Colt. I'm not against that. So good on you, buddy.
Like, she occupies pretty much all my thoughts right now.
Joe has gorgeous feet. He needs to start selling feet pics. At the resort.
Oh yeah, I put this in. This had nothing to do with anything. I just thought this was disgusting and I saw it, so you need to see it. She's talking about like feet pics and selling that. And she's a businessman, so because she's selling feet pics and she's like taking pictures and she's actually got a promo code. So influencers have now started selling feet pictures. This guy, we really just promote anything. I bet if someone paid half of these people, they're like, we'll give you 50K. You'd be like hearing like all of these dudes, whoever your favorite YouTuber is. Oh man, I'm selling foot pictures. Here's a fucking foot. Use my code 10% Leo, get 2 toes free. Like,
sign up using my link and start making money, and I make commission off their money. Work smarter, not harder.
Okay, Quentin Tarantino, to add insult to injury, we get to see the beautiful feet of Colt. That's something I would love. I'm just so glad that I'm seeing that. I've seen Colt's thighs. Those are some big fat thighs though. So I've seen most parts of his body unintentionally. Thanks 90 Day Fiance for showing me that. I'm gonna need more than melatonin to sleep tonight, guys.
After my surgery this past week, I got discharged from the hospital.
Don't just put the candle there, dude. You're gonna burn the house down. All right, that's cool. You just put the candle there. Just put it right next to the flowers. He can't move. The house catches on fire. He can't even get up. This is good. I like this whole series that Colt is doing. It's called Playing With My Life, one step at a time.
In a hotel. Courtney has been coming over here every day, spending time with me, spending the night with me, being there for my surgery.
That's Colt. That's Colt. He put a bare ass candle on the table. The wax is gonna get fucking everywhere. Might burn the house down. Who knows? And then some flowers. No vase, nothing. Just there on the table. Some raw shit like that. Colt is like, I'm raw. This shit is raw. You know what it means. WWE? Nah. Raw, please.
There you go, my dear.
Thank you.
You know, I haven't been on a date in like 4 years, maybe or so.
Really?
Yeah.
So these two go on a date, and it looks like it's in the bag. Colt has yet again, somehow, out of his fat ass, pulled out another woman to be with. And look, man, maybe this one's gonna work out. Who knows? This dude he bags these girls like groceries, man. He's honestly secret Riz or something. He's got like some aura that we haven't seen from somewhere. This dude is pulling it out of his ass. But Courtney's there, and she is listening, and she is ready to go on this date. Now he tells her about how his last relationship went wrong, and they just grew apart. Physically, perhaps, because it's harder to hug someone whose circumference is that wide.
So where are you living right now?
Here and there.
What's that mean?
I don't really have what you would call a home.
Well, it was fun while it lasted, Colt. There's a lot of things Colt has lied about. Relationships, cheating, sexting. For whatever reason, the thing that he chooses never to lie about is how bad his life has gotten. Telling someone you're homeless when you don't even have 2 operating legs and look like a whale that's beached is ballsy, to say the least. It could only be followed by, I don't have a job, and I don't even want to try. Let's see where this goes, guys.
I got my car, at least. Part of it is because I lost my job, of course. So that's been kind of weird too.
So you're like,
there it is. There's the honesty, that Colt, honest Abe, right there. I don't have a house. I don't have a car. I don't have a condom. Can you please let me hit a raw? That morphine is doing wonders to him, isn't it? They went on their first date, and he was like, "This is a first date thing to say." She's like, "Who's gonna pay for this?" And he's like, "Not me, 'cause I don't have a job."
unemployed or homeless, basically. Kidding me?
I want to learn from my mistakes and to move forward in my life. I may have.
Interesting thing to say after you don't have a job or a house. By the way, what happened to your mom? Does she not exist anymore? Did they delete her or something? Wow, this dude just doesn't want to live with his mom, maybe? Or he said his wife moved out of the house. I thought that he had the house. She moved out, and then she like took the house with her. Like basically, he moved out. She stayed in the house. That's what happened.
Would you like to come and sit down in the bed with me?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit awkward though. Can I sketch you?
Valid thing to say after explaining to someone you don't have a house or a job. That's probably, honestly, I would expect that actually. Can I sketch you seems like something. This is like Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, right? He didn't have a house or a job. He was just doing things. He was just one of those guys. And this is what Colt thinks he is. He thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio Titanic days. When really, he looks like the old lady from the Titanic, kinda.
Sketching a girl while she's talking to you, expressing how you see her and you feel for her. It did work in the Titanic. It worked in the movie.
It worked in the movie, so why not? Words to live by, Colt to live by. I wish he was in the Matrix. I just want to see him dodge at the bullet. Can he? I don't know.
Why do you keep looking at my boobs? Glancing at my chest.
I'm looking at your pendant.
Aww.
Is that like a teardrop?
Alright. It's time to go, guys. I don't really understand what the fuck that was. That's really not... Okay, no, that's good. That's cool. He drew Peppa Pig. We're all just gonna accept that. This is the thing that happens. Peppa Pig with some boobs. That's...
What the is that?
It's so sweet. Like the amount of effort he put into this.
You didn't put any effort into it, actually. But I don't know about the effort thing here, guys. Courtney, I don't know about effort. If this is the bar, you gotta hire it, man.
It's one of the reasons I'm falling for him, even if he is jobless and homeless.
I don't know what I'm seeing. Like, this is some skills. She acknowledges that he has no home, no job, or no talent, and he's out of shape, and he's 39 and his prospects are low, but she's still like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know. What does Colt have? There's a little bit of foreshadowing. I will tell you about that later, but man, he must be packing.
Very thankful for you.
What am I signing up for?
I don't know. And that was an awkward kiss.
I think I owe it to Usman to be transparent about how things are going with Colt. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. Yeah,
So they end up kissing, and I don't know, I guess they're an item now, which means that she has to tell Usman that she's not gonna go out with him, even though yesterday, remember, he said that he loved her and he threw that Hail Mary. Turns out Colt threw a better Hail Mary by saying that he was homeless and jobless. I mean, this has got to be bad for Usman. Losing to someone who's homeless, jobless, and maybe a bit limbless. That's a hard L for him to take. Damn. Okay, so as we said, Courtney is going to tell Usman that she does not want to get with him anymore because she has fallen for a man that has fallen in her hotel.
So are you cheating over me now? Because you know I like you a lot.
I mean, I like you a lot too. It's like I'm in a position.
Do you see how it's hard for me, Usman? I like one guy, and you keep saying words to me. Do you see how hard it is? When I look at you, I see a man with 2 legs. When I look at him, I see a man with no legs. And then they're like, no, he does have legs. He just didn't know how to use them. She's weird that she's playing the victim, but like, I kind of understand where she's coming from, but not really.
It sucks, but what do I do? Just keep dragging it out? And
Credit to Courtney. She does tell Usman that she's going for Colt, and Usman feels heartbroken. He says the first time in his life this has ever happened, which is very surprising to me because it makes it even more disgusting that the person he lost to is Colt.
And I don't think you should compare with me because you lose. Because you lose. Because you lose. You lose.
That's a fat L that he took there.
Ask yourselves, how will your connections integrate into your life back home?
It's this exact same thing from Love is Blind. It's the same shit. The boundaries are getting blurred now. It's like exactly what he's saying is the same thing that you hear Nick Lachey talk about in Love. He's like,
think about it when you're not on holiday, when Netflix doesn't pay you to sit in a room and drink from these cum cups. Figure it out.
It's the same shit. There is no like other theory here. They're on an island. They're like, when you go back home, think about your real life when you have to get a job and do real things. This is gonna work out.
This is the last chance you will have to get that information you need.
at Colt's hotel in Playa, like he took me on a date.
Did we share a kiss?
So instead of any of that shit happening, this is like when the teacher is like, it's your last day. You gotta really study because tomorrow you're out in the real world. And then as soon as she stops talking, you're like, holy shit. Fuck you, teacher. I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna go right now. Anyway, these dudes immediately are like, I'm not gonna think about that. Tell me about Colt. Did you guys hump each other? What happened? And now she's telling everyone on the boat about Colt. The only problem is Usman is also on the boat. And it's hard for him to hear Courtney talk about her boo like that.
Where I was like laughing. I was like, oh my God.
That's a whoop pan that is diabolical. Going from Usman looking at his pain and then being like, here's where it originates from. Pain? There it is. Pain? T-Pain. Pain? Courtney.
He's like, oh, you can touch it if you want.
Regardless of his leg, he seems to be very lazy, broke, and homeless.
That's a correct assessment of that situation. Regardless of his broken leg, the only thing more broke than his leg is his wallet. Usman's like doing stand-up. Everyone's like, yeah, that's borderline funny, but I agree with that too. Ah, damn. It's tough, dude.
I'm concerned that she's not seeing the big picture. He is a scammer. So I need to go and tell her that.
That's rich coming from him because everyone calls him a scammer. Not because of his, like, ethnicity or anything, just by the way. I hope people don't think that. Because he often dates older women and maybe wants the green card. It's not like the catfish scams where they want your money. Maybe, to a degree. I mean, American money is good still. I'd catfish someone.
I mean, some ladies get out of relationship because their men cannot even pay 50-50. So now you are not even doing 50, you're doing 110. And I'm just looking out for you.
This is like the, you already lost, but it's the epilogue of losing. You're like, I'm going to continue to take L's into the afterlife. At what point as a guy are you like, you've made your decision. I can see that. I'm going to respect your decision. And if things go wrong for you, I guess maybe we'll have that conversation. I'm not going to plant the seeds in your head. Some of these guys are really like, I'm going to plant that seed. I'm going to water it. I'm going to check up on you. How's your relationship? Are you sure he's not treating you wrong? Okay. It's really like that for a lot of guys. Dude, just work on yourself, sir. I don't know what else to say.
Next up, I would like to invite you, Courtney, to come join us.
It's the final day and everyone's figuring out, are they going home with someone? I don't think anybody does except Courtney, who of course chooses Colt and even brings him up on her cell phone. And then everyone's like, woo, okay. And it's a pretty cool state of affairs. Let's take a look.
Let me FaceTime him.
Hey!
Baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, baby.
Hi, Colt. Congratulations for winning over me.
In a good moment, Usman actually says hey to Colt and he says, congratulations. He also says that he wishes nothing but the best for them. It's in his religion. It's what he does. And he doesn't say anything bad, which is very sweet. But also, if you could just go back in time, maybe 15, 20 seconds, he did call him fat and lazy and said even if he has one leg, he still feels like he's broke. So I guess that's fine, but it's kind of like you did the damage already. Now you're just saving face here a little bit. But all right, happy. Everyone's happy.
Tastes good. Imagine that's what Usman's tears taste like.
It's like two brothers just fighting over a girl. This is horrible, man. This dude couldn't be as gracious. He couldn't have been like, the better man won. He was literally like the most bitter man won. Petty man won right here. So that's kind of the series, by the way, guys. Colt walks off with another girl. He bagged another baddie. And he rides off into the sunset on one leg. That is the end.
Oh, finally.
Except I wanted to also show you a little bit of the tell-all because there's like 1 or 2 moments I think you guys should know about. So let me take you there and then we'll end this video.
The Courtney in Orlando was a little different, so things right now are not the best. They're a little rocky. I always like free snacks. I just see the others, though.
I can't tell if he was talking about the other snacks or people. I think it was the snacks.
Welcome to the 90-day hunt for love tell-all. I'm Sukanya Christian.
Who is this? This is not my lady, Sean. What did she say? My name is Shukadamba Sabaro. Did she just cast a spell? What the f? I am not okay with Sean not being the one doing this, okay? I don't know who this is, but I don't like her.
You can call me Suki.
I'm not calling you anything, girl.
Is everyone ready to get things started? Yeah. All right, now we're going to focus on Courtney and Colt. Courtney and Colt had a connection early on.
We get our first look after the tell-all. This must have been like months after. It looks like Courtney is wearing stockings on her hand. Forgot where her feet are, I guess. And Colt he looks like himself. He got that classic shirt, then another shirt, then a look like African sort of necklace thing on. He's got a lot of things going on there, man.
I moved in with Courtney and her parents in Orlando, and I've been staying there now. And
this man like amazes me at how he can bounce off his ass and land into someone else's house. Like this dude just finds himself in a different woman's home and he's like, I'm gonna stay with you until you divorce or kick me out. And then he's just like, I'm on the streets, help me. And someone else picks him up, which is tough to do, and puts him back in their house. I don't know how he does it. Honestly, the things I feel for Colt is like, it's kind of like disgusting, but like I'm so impressed with him that I like him more than I hate him.
I just don't get it.
Nobody gets it, dude. I don't think anybody gets this. This is like one of those things when you look at YouTube shorts and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? That's how I feel when I look at Colt, really. But it's working, so I'm like, oh, yeah, good stuff, nice.
You go to look for love and you come back with unnecessary liability.
It's probably the most accurate description I've ever heard of Colt in my life. Unnecessary liability should be his nickname. Colt Unnecessary Liability Jones. I don't know what his last name is. Johnson?
So, good luck.
I am so happy that Cole ended up with her. It's like in the movie when somebody finally knocks out the bully.
We're dealing with the tell-all, so everyone else gets to voice their opinion, and Sonic the Hedgehog comes in strong. Now, I like this guy. I think his name's Tim. I like him a lot. Every time I've seen him, I liked him more and more. So he's actually just calling it how he sees it, and to be honest, I agree with him. Lots of people were kind of like bullying Colt at the start of this series. Now everyone's like buddy-buddy with him, and Tim's the only one who's like, yeah. And especially Usman has been saying some crazy shit. So I appreciate someone standing up for the big guy.
I didn't disrespect you.
Now I look more man than him. And he has pot belly. I don't even know how you can see the penis, you know, like...
Yeah, damn, I didn't see that. Oh, wow. They, for whatever reason, didn't show that in the original. They waited till the tell-all to see that extra layer of girthy joke right there. Oh, damn. That is so disrespectful if it wasn't probably true. How does it work? Do you just not see it? Like, okay, anyway.
The ladies have to struggle to see that dick.
God damn, it's the accent as well. The ladies have to struggle to see that dick. It's like so enunciated. It's so like, damn, he really wanted to say that. It's not like it just came out. Like he thought about that. That's tough.
Interested in why you were so concerned about my dick.
That's bullying.
Because I just bullshit and nonsense. Stop judging me like I don't have to apologize.
Okay, so in the middle of Colt trying to fight with Usman, Sonic the Hedgehog here is like, I'm gonna stand up for my friend and I'm gonna fight you. And then he goes overboard and he gets crazy and then he does something I never seen on 90 Day Fiance ever before. He smacks the hell out of Usman. Thanks God there is a TV and he's not a real person. But this is probably the most funny moment I've seen in the series in a long time. Just take a look.
Because it's not right on you to pick up.
You are a female and you pick it up.
You, Usman.
Yeah, oh damn. Rubbish.
There it is. He sideswiped Usman. He smacked the shit out of him. He blacked out.
He was on the ground. He got up and said something to the ref like, don't ever play with matches, nigga, and fail.
Tim has killed Usman. But that's not actually what happened because Usman was on the ground still shit talking and then he comes back up and he's like, yeah bro, I'm right here. It's kind of crazy how funny this is. It should belong in a comedy legend section. Like this is not supposed to be 90 Day Fiance. This is way funnier than it needs to be. And I keep thinking about the fact that the host is just looking, probably smoking a blunt, being like, woo, that's good television right there.
Idiot.
Yeah, pick him up. Is he still there?
You are a very stupid guy. I don't know why.
He's still going. He's like still on the ground. He's like, once they pick me up, I will kill you.
What's wrong with this asshole?
He's gotten more pussy than Usman has ever thought about.
True.
Oh, wow. Tim is really almost like turning from like wingman into like, if Courtney ever leaves you, I'll step up to the plate. You know, Tim is, I mean, you know, it's one thing to be like, don't bully Colt. It's another thing to call him smart because now you're just lying. And he's got more pussy than Usman is like, I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like it shouldn't be.
I mean, just seeing his exes talking shit online is a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like trust is an issue.
Oh, well, trust is, I come with trust issues, but
40, no job, no car, sorry, no house, he doesn't have a car, no leg, 2 divorces, cheated on other people, and he has trust issues. Alright, I mean, if you want to date him, it's up to you.
It's just gonna be like a repeat.
Has there been anything specific that's happened or?
Before we left Mexico, some girl sent him flowers to the hotel.
And he ate them. Nah, he probably didn't. I was just saying, this dude is like a player. He's kind of like Biggie Smalls if Biggie Smalls had no talent or ambition and was white. So he's not really like Biggie Smalls. Probably could have picked a better. He's kind of like Biggie Smalls if Biggie Smalls was a white middle-aged man who had no ambition, really. I can't think of a better one. But it's really, I don't know where the game's coming from here. It's not a good sell. I don't look at Colt and I'm not like, now that's a guy I want to bring home to mama. Or whoever, daddy,
I just told her that I broken my leg and she felt sorry.
Okay, where's this woman from?
Mexico City.
Before Mexico, he was talking to other women.
Yeah. That's the guy right there. That's how you know this is Colt has that riz. He's like, look, I'm down on my luck. I don't have a job. I don't have money, but they're gonna fly me out to Mexico, and I'll be damned if I don't bag me a Mexican baddie. I'm with you. I'm on the same wavelength, Colt. Just drop everything. Don't have any discipline. Don't try and fix your life first. Just be like, I'm gonna get that ass. Step 1, get that ass. Step 2, get a job. I like it. He's thinking like an 18-year-old.
I haven't met her.
I told him, like, you're looking for exclusive relationship. You need to cut off these other women. I don't want you texting other women in my house.
Oh God. She said in her house. It's kind of like the realization this dude is like, he's trying to get these hoes, but like he's living at home with someone else. Oh, Colt. I don't know, man. If someone was like, would you swap lives with Colt, they'd have to pay me a grandiose amount of money.
And then he like blocked everybody, got a new phone, everything. I saw he's making effort. He's trying to start clean.
I know how to woo a woman.
How's your sex life?
Oh, God. All right, Tommy Wiseau, please. Has Sean ever said that? This is why I like her so much. She sits there, she looks beautiful, and she doesn't ever interrupt. This lady is like, I'm gonna ask the hard-hitting questions. You guys fucking? Do you two gorillas fucking? My name is a spell. My name is blah, 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 blah. You guys fucking? That's her.
How is your sex life?
At the hotel, things progressed before we left Mexico.
Oh my God. How was it?
Super.
What the that was such a self-inflicted wound, just by the way. Usman was like, oh my God, how was it? He like asked, how was it? And then Colt answered, he's like, oh, don't tell me that, man. Who asked? Oh, yeah, it was me, my bad. Why?
We had the day, everything was feeling good. but we still weren't there on an intimate level. So I decided, you know, we're kind of touching, feeling, you know, a little.
Yeah. All right. The whole point of me making you watch the tell-all is for this part. They're still in a relationship. Everyone's like, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't even know if that was gonna last. He normally comes to the tell-all more broken up than like a plate that he sat on. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not usually good, but for once things are going great, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm happy for the boy. And then he drops this nuclear nugget on us, which, I mean, you tell me if it's good or bad.
I think you're getting too detailed. Do the cliff notes. Okay, yeah, he went down on me that end.
Ah, hey.
We haven't had sex
Yeah.
as of today. I mean, what is sex? Like penetration?
Okay, philosophical boy. That is the nuke right there. These two haven't bumped uglies. I get why they call it that. Yeah, no, they haven't. They've done other things, and if you want to know what those other things are, Colt will tell you in detail. So listen.
Oral, yes. Different positions we're trying.
Are you even attracted to me?
Do you feel like
There's so much going on here. What is sex is a great question. People like to say that is when you put the pee-pee in the in the woo. But really, I don't know, man. It's up to you what you think it is. Maybe it's going down on someone, because I think that's pretty intimate, really, personally. You don't just like, oh, we're friends, we go down on each other. Like, it's kind of like, okay, maybe more than friends there. Yeah, so I guess we're philosophically doing that. Then Colt is like, we try different positions, which makes me want to bleach my brain. And then the girl asks, are you even attracted to me? Which is like dystopian. She's now not secure enough. She's like, is Colt attracted to me? What does Colt have? I guess is the last thing that I'm gonna ask you guys, because clearly he got something, and I think you guys know what I'm alluding to. But we're gonna talk about his junk now.
He's attracted to you? I mean, it makes you question, like, okay, I can't get your dick hard.
That's nah.
Wow. Yeah, basically as erectile dysfunction.
Oh no, that's time out. That's bullying your own man like that on television for everyone to hear. It's flopping around like, oh.
Oh my God, Courtney!
We don't have to say that word.
That's probably medication induced.
Right, I'm on a lot of medication, pain medicine, muscle relaxers. The oral game is great though.
No, hey, oh god, dude, what is this tell-all? What has this become? We're in tell-alls about like, how do you feel about her? Are you guys in love? Now it's like, do you tongue her ass? So like, what do you guys do? Huh? What do you guys do? Did you bite her nips off? Come on, man.
I literally couldn't move anything, but I could roll and I could push up. I found a way. She sucked me off.
Oh god, dude, why? Why? He just said it. He's like, I'm gonna wait till everybody shuts up. She sucked me off. You should have seen her mouth. Ugh, what?
Whenever we go to get intimate, he's just in so much pain.
I really do hope that you guys overcome the challenges and try to make this relationship work.
I hate her.
Colt, what package do you have?
It's a great.
Okay. Leave it up to Usman to make the last thing the most important and diabolical moment. He couldn't let the shit go. He was like, look, I need to know why someone is ever wanting to bang you. What package do you have? And now we're gonna talk about the size of someone's ding dong on TV. Does it matter? I don't know, because I don't know. But apparently it matters in some capacity.
Ask Courtney about it.
Oh, Courtney, you told Usman that Cole had a small.
Personally, tell me that it was like this.
How many people are you telling about my tallywhack?
She's telling Usman about his dick? Well, that's bad. Kind of hope that people don't talk about mine. I mean, if I was on the series, I'd be like, shh, bitch, or I'm gonna put it in your mouth.
I heard all of his exes like saying he had a small and then I felt it when it was soft. I'm like, oh no. But then he's a grower, not a shower.
Oh, the fact that Tim finished off the sentence and everyone's like, oh, Tim, you might be gay. And he's like, no, I'm not. The fact that he knows this, he's like, I'll finish your sentence off, girl. It's a mouthful. I know about that. Like, oh my God, dude.
A dollar bill is 6 inches. Some girls have been brainwashed into thinking that 8 inches is normal.
I think of a sub sandwich. I'm like, that's massive.
Well, that's a foot long and that's 12 inches. He'd be one of the greatest of all time if that was the case. He'd be like the Michael Jordan of fucking. The point is, yeah, a lot of guys I feel like lie about their size because I don't know why we're having this convo, because some girls put the pressure on them. I don't know. It's kind of like girls who don't. You can be like, I'm 6 foot, and they're like, oh, you don't look it. The opposite happened. If you're not 6 foot, you're like 5'1" according to people. So either way, my point stands. Like, Colt apparently either has a ginormous package or, as Courtney herself said, a very little one. So you tell me, guys.
Oh my God. So have any of the guys here measured?
Did that bitch ask that question? Did the host ask that question? I'm leaving. Everyone left. Everyone's like, I'm not doing this. Nope. That's how it ends. It doesn't end exactly like she says that and everyone leaves. There's some more interviews and stuff, but this is effectively the end of the season of Colt returning to our screens. Was it good for you? Did you like it? I gotta say, Colt being back is kind of a nostalgic feeling. It's one of those things I talked about on my channel when I first discovered him. I was kind of enamored with this dude. I was like, he's so not good at life. What is happening here? And then as I kept seeing him, I was like, he keeps messing up, but they keep giving him chances. And nothing has changed largely. Like, the dude is still pretty much the same person. He's lovable until you approach him, then he says some dank shit, and then you're like, I don't like you that much. For whatever reason, he's a bit too graphic and doesn't seem to be growing. Like, he's getting older, but as a person, he's not growing. So it's kind of like how we look at Big Ed and a lot of these other celebrities. They seem to be caught up in what they are. I don't know if it's because of the series or anything else, but my dude is pretty much exactly the same as when he started. He's just many relationships deep into it. Either way, I wish him all the best with Courtney. Hopefully he does get that relationship going and also get it in, buddy. Get that sex, dude. Anyway, thanks to whoever, the people who told me about the series. I hope to do a couple more. I think Jenny and Submit are actually back. I do want to do one more on that. And hopefully I'll do some other videos very soon. For anyone who's staying till the end, I just want to say I might be doing a podcast very soon on the main channel. So I hope you like this. If you like long videos, you probably would like that. So it would be very fun to actually get that going again. Anyway, thank you so much for staying. This has been a long video. I don't want to keep you waiting anymore. I hope to see you on the next one. Love you guys. Take care and bye.